Damn, Percy Butler, what the hell you doing, bro? Yep, pissing me off over here, bro. Pissing me off.
Pissing us off. Well, Sam, the 3rd and 10, takes a snap, drops back for protection. They rush forward. D for DYAMI Brown. Lead blocker with Terry on the left. Touchdown. DYAMI Brown ties up the game at 26 apiece.
3rd and 8. Jack's got a cover 0 look. Looks like he's had no deep safety out there. Hawks hike it. No, it's thrown. DK has it roughly the 40-yard line. Damn it, Jack. You really had to send 6 on that blitz, man. The most crucial play of this game. You really sent 6. Like, what the hell are you doing?
I think we can all agree. Jack Del Rio, you have got to go. Burgundy Ballers, well, again with this fucking team. Welcome back to another episode of the Ballin in Burgundy podcast. Yeah, and such an infuriating loss out there in the Pacific Northwest, out there in Seattle. But let's talk about it. I got my boy Chris, and we got Justin back with us. Justin, what's going on, man?
What's up, buddy? Welcome, Chris. Another depressing episode because your Commanders, we all sell, apparently. Sell on your boy. Sell on Sammy. We sell. Jack, you suck. Ron, you got no balls. Nope. Step it down.
You really gonna let them score 52 seconds, 3 timeouts? Man, I didn't go for 2 because they had a lot of time left on the clock and we thought we could hold. You thought we could hold? Rio said it best. Corey has said it best. It's really Rio said it on his post game. This defense is like Swiss cheese. Everyone gets through. Lockett had a good game. Metcalf had a good game outside of these drops. GENO, is as inaccurate as he was looking on Sunday. And let's be honest, for those who watched the game, GENO was not looking like GENO. He was looking like Drew Lock with some of these throws. He was inaccurate. And then Kenneth Walker on a check down for 64 with Butler getting blocked, with some of these guys just doesn't know how to tackle. You kidding me right now? Some of these plays pissed me off. However, these running backs, our running backs, BROB and Gibson came to play today. Can we talk about it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Let him have it, Chris.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about our boys out of the backfield. Brian Robinson and Antonio Gibson making plays. That's what I like to see out of them, making plays. And one of them is a former wide receiver coming out of college, so I expect them to make plays like that.
Yep.
And they did. They improvised. But, oh, my God, can we talk about Sam Howell extending a couple of those plays to make it happen? And they were both to B-Rob. The one was the opening touchdown that Joey Sly somehow missed an extra point on.
Not even missed. He doinked it off the upright like Cody Parkey.
Yeah. But then Sam Howell said, you know what? I ain't done yet. And proceeds to throw another one to Brian Robinson. The dude is a beast.
Right.
A beast.
Let me tell y'all something about this kid, B-Rab out of Alabama. Based off these stats alone, ready? 8 rush attempts, 6 receptions, 157 total yards, a touchdown, and 8 missed tackles.
And not only that, you want to know what's crazy about the Gibson touchdown? When Howell throws it, he doesn't even really complete his throw. No. He gets hit.
It was a bad throw.
It was, and Gibson still improvised off of it and walked in and scored.
Yep. Justin, how you feeling about our running backs?
Hey, them backfield brothers, I like to call them. Gibby and B-Rob, they
Yep.
did pretty good. I mean, Gibby, he needed a good game. I mean, the guy needs to play somewhere next year unless we resign him. You know,
And-
he needed to show up, and he just showed up with B-Rob
yeah. Let's talk.
yesterday.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Sam, 29 of 44, 312, 3 touchdowns, only took 3 sacks. I'll talk about receiving and rushing later. Sam's throwing 20, 30 attempts in the first half. I get the enemies as, pass first, West Coast, get out, get the ball out of your hands fast. 40 attempts, 50 attempts, 36 attempts a game.
You know why? It's because without a good online, you can't run the ball.
Nope.
You have to get the ball out pretty quick.
True.
You can't. You said 2 to 4 seconds. Set height, ball thrown out.
Well,
If you can't run the ball,
it's not only that, Justin. It's EB trying to make Sam Howell more comfortable into this offense week in and week out. And so far, it has paid off because look where our boy Sam is at the top of the league in passing yards.
Passing yards, third in touchdowns. I think he is first in completions or something.
Yeah.
Like there's another stat. He's first in that, third in touchdowns. He has 153 yards more than the second leading passer, which is CJ Stroud, a rookie.
So honestly, I kind of don't blame Eric Bieniemy for calling all these play passes at the beginning of the season. I was very skeptical of it because I was like, dude, what is this? But then as the season progresses and everything like that, I've worn my way up and into it because, it's kind of what we've seen out of Sam. And I mean, look at the touchdown that Howell threw to DYAMI Brown.
Yeah. DYAMI had to jump for that one.
Yeah, and how many defenders were there?
2 in front of him and then 2 behind him, and Terry was there to make sure.
So like 4 total.
Yeah. 4 or 5. Here's the problem. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say this Sam Howell is the reason we are hanging in games, and not to get ahead of myself or anything like that. But come Thanksgiving Day, I wouldn't be surprised if Sam Howell is the reason we stay in that game.
Oh, easily.
Sam Howell is going to be the reason why we stay in every game this year. He doesn't have a defense who plays. His offense can't block. His offense starts out slow because it's the simple mistakes. Jahan Dotson, catch the ball. You're about to be Nelson Aguilar 2.0 if you can't catch the ball. But something I see out of Howe is he gives his receivers, whoever, the chance to get the ball. He isn't scared. He didn't like Kirk Cousins, that slant man or drag route.
Yeah.
He didn't like Alex Smith. I'm check it down to the running back. Check it down to the running back. Oh, well, it's one-on-one coverage up there. I'm checking to the running back.
Yep.
Howell's becoming a franchise dude, and we haven't seen enough of Howell yet. Like, the sky is the limit for this kid. Like, this is one full season. It's not even over yet. And he could surpass 5,000 yards. And I'm pretty sure he might be the first Redskins Washington football team commander quarterback to ever do so in history. Because I don't think we've ever had a 5,000-yard passer. Ever.
Or if we have, it's been a while.
See, here's the thing. You bring up Alex Smith saying, check it down to the running back. I'm not even going to lie. Like, yeah, it wouldn't work out. But, like, that was, also helping us out there. But I do get what you're saying, like, don't always go down to the running back and check it, even if it's just one-on-one. And let's be real. Sam Howell, when he needs to, either steps up in the pocket or stays in that pocket and still delivers a strike
for the most part.
Receiver.
For the most
and
part.
The crazy thing is, no receiver or anything like that has had a 100-yard game or a multi-touchdown game this season, and this man is still leading the league in passing yards, you can't tell me Sam Howell is not good.
Yeah, but I don't. But here's the thing with that. Like, yeah, he leads the league. But like you said, no receiver has had 110, 120, 125 yards or multiple touchdowns. He's spreading the wealth. Great. But Terry isn't getting a lot of targets. Jahan can't get. Terry McLaurin had 4 receptions for 33 yards yesterday, or on Sunday.
Oh, damn it.
Your leading receiver, BROB, 6 for 119 and a touchdown. He was also our leading rusher, 8 for 38. And then Gibson, 5 for 42. DYAMI Brown, 2 for 41. Thomas, 5 for 40. Bates, 3 for 21. Pringle, 1 for 7. Curtis, 2 for 6. Alex Arma, our fullback, 1 for 3 yards. Both Jahan and Crowder dropped goose eggs.
Yeah.
Nothing. And
Yeah.
I get spreading the wealth. I get getting the ball out fast. I get it getting to your receiver. But our receivers aren't getting open a lot of the times. That's why Gibson and Robinson were getting these 20, 30-yard checkdowns and going for a touchdown with that B-Rob one in the opening drive. It's because we're not getting guys open. These routes, something's not clicking. I don't know if it's the receivers. I don't know if it's the play call. I don't know if it's the coaching, like the wide receiver coach. I don't know if it's all three. Something's not clicking because I don't know if Terry makes 1,000 yards this season. Or if
Terry right now sitting at let's see here, 51 catches, 601 yards, and 2 touchdowns. I mean, the guy could surpass 1,000 yards this year without having a 1,000 or 100-yard game, which is kind of crazy.
It's okay. So, but does he have more than 5 touchdowns on pace?
No,
I don't think so.
I don't think Terry always got a lot of touchdowns. He was more of that reliable man
target.
To target, you know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think this offense needs a true speedy Tyreek Hill kind of dude. That's what this team's lacking. That D-Jax, that speedy dude.
That Casimir Allen, that Mitchell Tinsley.
That don't play.
That are healthy scratches or on the practice squad.
Yeah, but they're not no Tyreek Hill that we know of.
But that we know of. The preseason they were doing well. We were like, okay, cool. We got two guys. We got Kaz on punt returns. We got Tinsley, this big guy who's got hands and speed. No, let's bring in Pringle. Let's bring in Crowder. Okay, I agree with the Crowder one because that was a great one. Let's bring in Pringle. Let's not rotate any of our wide receivers, especially with a Milne on IR. Nope, let's run the same 5 guys every week. What?
Yeah, I know. It wouldn't surprise me at the end of the year we let Curtis go and we get some speedster, you know.
What would y'all say if we let Curtis go and we somehow, by the grace of God, sign like a Tyler Boyd or T. Higgins?
I take it.
I don't think T. Higgins fits our system.
I don't think so either.
I think you have to have a speedy guy. Like all of our receivers right now run about 4.3, 4.34, 4.35.
Which is still damn fast.
Oh, it's fast. I mean, I truly think EB is going to be like, we have a quarterback, we have decent running backs. Like, it's time to get me another toy. And I'm going to get this speedy dude in this draft. Either it's going to be the first 3 rounds. You think I'm joking? It'll happen. He's going to let Curtis walk. There's not going to be a top 3, top 4 tackle. The cornerbacks are going to be pretty gone.
Yep.
And you don't want to overshoot a prospect. So he's going to be like, all these receivers are sitting mid-round. So I might shoot my shot at one.
If he does that, I'd trade down.
I agree. I'd love if we went receiver, trade down. But I just think this offense is missing that Tyreek Hill speed. Because 9 times out of 10, that Tyreek Hill speed, he was always double teamed. The top was taken out. That's why he always had these crossing routes that worked out. That Terry runs. You know, the in routes, the crossing routes, all that works out if you had somebody take off the top of the defense.
Yeah.
I want to ask y'all.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I want to ask y'all this, and we could probably touch on it later. But sitting at 4-6 right now, and before the season even started, I believe, Justin, you said 9-8. Jonathan, you said 10-7, and I think I said 10-7. What are y'all's mid-season predictions right now?
Not good enough.
7-10.
7-10. I could see it. I could see why y'all say that.
Maybe 6 wins at most.
6 wins.
We will be praising God if we get to 8-9. Because I don't like the Rams, we could win. The Jets, we could win. The Giants, we have to win. So there's 3, right? So we're saying so that brings us to 7. 1 Cowboys, Niners, and Miami. There's 3 more losses. That brings us to 9. So unless we split one with the Cowboys to go 8-9, 7-10 is going to be our best we can get.
Fair.
And that's being gracious.
Yeah.
Because LA's back and forth. We should have beat the Giants last time, and we couldn't muster up more than 7 points.
Should have beat the Bears.
Should have beat the Bears.
Be 6-4 right now.
We could easily be 6-4, or we could easily be 2-8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
And that's the problem. Is like we thought EB was going to come in and bring consistency to this offense. No, it's the defense letting us down. The offense is putting up numbers in like 4 of our last 5, even putting up like 30 points, 20 plus points a game.
I think the slow start from the offense was just getting EB's system. It wasn't EB as a coach. I mean, he brought in good pieces other than Wiley at right tackle. You know, I get the O-line is mediocre at best, but
but
he brought Riley, who thought he did good last 10 weeks of the year last year.
Relatively,
He knows my system, so I brought him in, and he's probably regretting it now. I think as this O-line, the whole offense as a whole continues to process and learn that offense.
Yeah.
They're going to be a top offense. I mean, they're already a top offense as it is, but they're only going to get better and better and better.
Yeah.
So, defense is going to let us down the whole entire year, no matter who we play. Your secondary, Fuller's aged. He needs to go. In my terms, he needs to go. St. Just is having a sneaky good year. Forbes I don't know. I think he should be slot cornerback and not move anyone else.
Oh, speaking of not to interrupt you, but y'all saw that ejection, right?
Piss poor ejection. When the announcers and Dean Blandino, a former head officiating person, says penalty, absolutely. Fine, absolutely. Ejection, hell no.
Sorry to interrupt you, Justin, but I had to touch on that when you said Emmanuel Forbes.
No, you're good. NFL stands for not for long. These officials got to go.
No fun league.
Grow some balls.
Yeah, these officials got to go. I don't know what they're smoking, saying, yeah, let's eject him. Fuck you on.
It's like the 20. Remember 2013? How the refs had a thing with some sort of rules or something. So they brought all these fresh reps.
It
reminds me of back then. Every play was a flag.
Mm-hmm.
You look at them funny, you're ejected.
Yeah. Well, and here's the crazy thing: is Walt Anderson, the NFL's head of officiating, touched on this when there was a reporter with Nikki DeValo, our go-to Nikki, and they had asked, okay, what determined the ejection? They said that the game here was upon further review, and they said it was grounds for ejection. Anderson said, yeah. Rule 19 allows New York, whenever a flag is thrown for unnecessary roughness on the field, to allow us to take a further look. What we're looking is to try to avoid the helmet-to-helmet contact. All right, fair. Can we all agree helmet to helmet is a finable, flaggable, should do the best they can to avoid that? I think I would agree with that point.
Well, it's not only that, it was more of shoulder to helmet, and it's more of Forbes trying to break up a pass.
Yeah.
Rather than clean his clock out.
Yeah.
And plus, not only that, let's be real, the announcers, they kind of were being over dramatic, saying, oh my God, like he cleaned his clock, or something like that. It was just like he hit him with his shoulder.
Well, it started with the shoulder. It eventually got to the head, but he was going for the ball. Tyler was starting to slide and go down. And when you go for the ball, you have to bring your body down to punch it out or knock it out. So when
Brace
you're
for
already
impact.
going down, you said what?
Bracing for the impact of the head.
Bracing for the impact. So can we all agree, if it was an intentional helmet to helmet, fine, I can deal with the ejection if he was intentionally trying to butt heads. Can we all agree on that one?
Yeah, there's nothing intentionally about that hit. It was
Exactly.
more of two dudes trying to play football.
Yep.
One tried to brace himself from hitting the other in the shoulder, head area. Too bad. Get over it.
Yeah.
We play tackle football. Stuff like that happens.
Yeah.
If
And
you're
when you
going to
look
play
at the
flag football, go somewhere else.
Yeah. And when you look at the play, the ball was going through Tyler's hands anyways. It wasn't like he was going to catch that ball. But if you slow it down just enough, it gets in his hands. But immediately, you see Tyler turning, and Forbes has what? A third of a second, fifth of a second, not even a second to see ball's already gone through his hands. But I'm already mid momentum saying, give me that ball. Pause. But going for it.
Like, what's he supposed to do? Like, was he supposed to do like a whole front flip and jump over him? Like,
is he Loki or Thanos and just reverse time and stop him? No.
Like,
getting referees, man.
Yeah, they gotta go. They just all gotta go. They all suck. They should get fined for missed calls. We'll see how they like that.
I mean, that ain't gonna happen.
Nope.
But that's one aspect of defense. Let's talk about the rest of this god awful defense. Shout out Grant Paulson because he put this together on X. So the Commanders' defense in Seattle, right, led up 489 yards. Season
almost 500.
49. 489 yards. Led up 27 first downs.
Horrible.
Allowed 6.6 yards per play. Second worst. Oh my God, it's not the worst. 6 point. Almost every play they did was a first down, right? Allowed the season worst 369 yards passing. Allowed 4 20-plus yard plays and 10 15-plus yard plays. Piss poor, god-awful. Jack has got to go.
It's not just Jack, it's some of our players.
Oh, absolutely.
Let's be real here. Jack just calls shitty plays, and our players just can't play for shit. I mean, look at that D-line. Even Payne and Allen, they sucked. I mean, I think the highest grade was maybe like a 66 in that whole entire D-line.
Yeah.
The linebacking core, I think the highest was like 62.
Hey, look at your boy David Mayo, right?
Justin's favorite.
He ain't my favorite. I could play better than David Mayo. I can tell you that right now.
And Allen had
tryout.
And Allen had the only sack for the game for us, and that didn't come till the third quarter. The third quarter.
Yeah,
to end their first drive.
That secondary god awful.
Yep.
Cam was it Cheesehead, Cheeseman?
Cameron Cheeseman. Oh,
dude, that stat was it 23 or 26%.
Bro, Cheeseman has been off one. Like he was doing great snap. Like you would think some of his best snaps came against Philly. These snaps were like the announcers pointed out. The long snapper is giving these high balls to Tressway and Joey Sly, But Tress is that dude, the best punter in the league, to catch it and just say, "Come here," and drill it into the ground so Joey can knock it out for a punt or for a kick. And then Joey doink it off the uprights in the first quarter. I was like, okay. I was like, 7-3, great. Look, 6-3. I'm like, how did we get 6?
Well, you wonder why? Because the snaps are just god awful. I mean, I've even watched some of the replays of kicking, and it's just the snaps are surprised we haven't had one run back from us, a true one. But that defense is awful. Like, we have to change so much,
dude.
And it starts with head coach Ron. He just got to go. Ron needs to go. Jack should be fired first.
Yeah.
If not together, they just both suck.
Yeah.
Jack, it's not 2005. You can't play that defense no more.
Nope.
Ron, this isn't old mentality, high school. I believe in my guys. This is the NFL, National Football League. You have to bring in talent.
Yep.
If you don't bring in talent, you fail as a coach.
Yep.
You get too comfortable, and that's what's hurting Ron as a coach. He's too comfortable of his guys.
Too comfortable. Here's a crazy thing. Oh, go ahead. Finish off.
And it's just ridiculous. Go ahead.
So in 10 weeks of football, because we're already in week 10 going into week 11, right? This quote-unquote vaunted defense, this team that has spent an exorbitant amount of first, second, and third round picks into the defense, an exorbitant amount of fifth and sixth round picks, an exorbitant amount of contracts to Payne, Allen, David Mayo, Casey Toohill, Kendall Fuller, guys like that. They have let up 3,809 total yards and 274 points. When I tell you piss poor is not even the right word for it, piss poor, god awful, atrocious, abysmal. You want to know how bad our defense is? You want to know how bad this is?
Go ahead. 31st in the league.
In 10 games, shout out Grant Paulson again for X. Points per game, 31st. Yards per play, 28th. Versus the run, 25th. Versus the pass, 28th. Interception rate, 26th. Sack rate, 20th. First down per game, 22nd. Third down, 15th. Fourth down, 27th.
God awful.
God awful. God awful. Defense is just... We could play better defense. And for those who are like, why is there a jump cut? Chris had to go. We have a rule here: family and school first before all of it. So he had to go. So it's back to the OGs. But defense has been absolutely atrocious since Jack took over. Right, 2020, top 5 defense in the league, top 3 defense in the league. 2021 went down a bit. 22 went down. 23 bottom of the NFL.
Yeah, it's bad. I mean, at what point as a defensive coordinator do you go, my plays aren't working. Our scheme isn't working. Why don't we change something? Not run the whole cover 3, cover 4, because we have 4 good defensive linemen, and just let them go. I mean, we are, at one point, weren't a team that blitzed anybody. Good teams blitz. Good teams switch up their plays. Look at the Cowboys. They play cover 0 a lot. You don't know if they're going to blitz or they're going to back off in coverage. Look at the Vikings. They do the same thing with Brian Flores as their DC. I mean, something has to happen.
Yeah.
Jack's got to go.
Jack's got to go. And coaching was part of the problem. You look at the 49ers against Jacksonville. Look at Chase Young. He looked happy. He looked energized. He had half a sack with Bosa, and they were like, those Buckeye boys back together. You could tell he wanted to play. When he was here, not only was he not wanting to play, coaching wasn't giving him confidence, and the ability to go out and play. There was butting at the heads.
Yeah.
Gonna show. It's the worst. But it's about that time. To do what? It's mock draft season. But it's November. It's mock draft. It's always mock draft season.
It's always mock draft season,
Have
especially
you
with
not
Ballin
been
and Burgundy.
watching us? Go back last January. We had mock drafts from November till the draft. It's about that time.
Yeah, we have to.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let me pull up my.
But while you're pulling that up, let's just go back to the defensive topic real quick.
Yep.
Bottom line is we have to have a cleaning. It's got to be cleaned out. Like,
Yeah.
It's got to go. And whoever the do DC is, if they do fire Jack, who knows? We might go back to a 3-4.
I would still keep a
'Cause-
4-3. I think we've got enough personnel to run that. We just need a better scheme.
But you got to remember, Deron Payne his nose tackle his rookie year. That was pretty nasty.
Yeah,
All right, Purdue, you are.
that's fair. Let's get into it. So we are on PFF. This is as updated as of earlier this morning as we record. Obviously, Monday Night Football is going on. It is Broncos and Bills, but nothing's really going to change in here. They'll probably stay in the same spot. But we're going to run 5 rounds. Very, very deep care for positional value and draft needs, and very not random. I'll keep it a little random. Like the Cowboys taking Mozzie Smith random. But as of recording and as of when you guys see this, we have the 11th overall draft pick. So we have a first, 2 seconds, technically 2/3, but it's really more like an early fourth, a 5th, a 6th, and a 7th. And we have guys. Now it shows we have Sweat and Chase, so I'm going to send them on their mighty ways because we already got the draft picks from them. So they'd be like, why'd you get edge rushing? You have Chase and Sweat. No, we don't. They're off to their respective new team.
Oh, you're 2 weeks late.
2 weeks late?
If
2
you
weeks
haven't
late
heard.
and $2 short.
Yeah.
So we got a list of guys we could go through if we really wanted to. Bradley King is actually in New England right now. He's on their practice squad.
Yeah.
So we'll get out of him too. Had potential. Where's New England? Oh yeah, they're a top 3 pick. So get him out of here. Right? So that should be about done. Fromm is on the practice squad. Receivers. There's like 2 tight ends that shouldn't be in there.
I'm not too worried about it. We got the normal-ish roster for now.
First of all, I'm getting rid of Nick Gates for absolutely nothing. I'll send him to Tennessee.
Send him for next year's pick for something.
Give me like a 6th and a 7th. Hell, they might only give me a 6th. Gates can go, and Wiley can go. Those are my two trades.
Time out. Put Riley for like a 5th round this year. Like send him to like a really, really needy O-line team.
Patriots.
I'm just tired.
Dolphins. Why not?
Sit Dolphins.
Give me the Dolphins on here.
They're all the way somewhere.
Here we go, guys. We're blind. 246.
Good enough. Bag of chips.
Actually, I really want to see how far they would let us go. That's like a 4th, but no, we're getting a 7th this year.
Yeah, he's worth a bag of chips.
Bye-bye. Alrighty, now we're good. So, obviously, Chicago, per Carolina, has the 1st overall pick. Now it's the Giants, the Patriots, the Cardinals OG pick, the Bears OG pick, Packers, Rams, Titans, Broncos, which probably won't change, Falcons, and then us. So do you want to try to go in the top 10, or do you want to stick here at 11 and see what we can muster up?
Well, little buddy, you know what I like. I like staying at 11 for now, and you already know what I'm going to do after that.
Yep. So turn this down to fast so we can kind of see what's going on. So let's start the draft.
Caleb Williams?
Caleb Williams goes, yeah, so let's talk about it. Williams 1st overall. Drake May, 2 of those NFC East rivals, which, I mean, you switch out a Duke quarterback for a new UNC quarterback.
Yeah,
Marvin Harrison to go join those New England Patriots.
that's funny.
Olufashano to the Cardinals. That makes total sense. Liatu Latu being the first edge off the board to Chicago. So Liatu Latu and Montez Sweat would be that new tandem. Joe Alt to Green Bay gives them a franchise tackle, especially with Bakhtiari being so injured. Bo Nix going to the Rams. So they don't believe in Stetson Bennett. They want someone now. They want Bo time in LA. Malik Neighbors, the second receiver off the board to Tennessee. So they go receiver again in a first round. So they not only took Burks back in 21, and now they take Malik Neighbors.
They have to.
They have to.
D-Hop's going to be probably gone.
Yeah. Brock Bowers to the Broncos. So that's interesting. And then Chop Robinson, second edge rusher, off to Atlanta.
So real quick, if you're cool, I'll do a mock draft. You do a mock draft.
Go ahead.
If you're cool. So me personally, I want to trade back some.
Okay.
This core or this O-line class is pretty deep. So I want to look at maybe like the Bengals.
They go down to 18.
18. See if they'd offer 18 and 50.
I think you get more than that. It's at 96.
20. Yeah, I think that's fair.
Or maybe like a fourth next year.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I think that's fair to move 7 spots.
Yeah. So
right, let's see.
You get an extra second, and we get a
fourth
for next year.
Yep.
So let's see where this goes.
Go to
So
cornerbacks. Whenever you're
John
no,
Michael Penix Jr., my Heisman top guy. He is my Heisman so far, is MPJ out of Washington. Then Talis Fuaga out of Oregon State. That's a tackle I'm really interested in, is Fuaga. Roma Dunze from Washington to LA. So they might be getting rid of Mike Williams or Keenan Allen with that pick. Kool-Aid McKinstry to the Colts. Not a bad grab for them at all. Another corner going to the Vegas Raiders, and Nate Wiggins out of Clemson. And Keon Coleman at FSU wide receiver to Buffalo, probably to replace Gabe Davis.
Probably. That dude from Florida State's he looks like a dog. He reminds me of the old Kelvin Benjamin that played really well. Not the old Muffin man.
Yeah. He's a beast. So what do you want to do with now pick 18?
I want to go to cornerback.
Really? Okay.
Heck yeah.
So where you are, cornerback. First one is the newest of the white DBs and Cooper DeJean. You got Keelan King on there.
Can you scroll down a little, if you don't mind?
Yeah.
Oh, my boy's ranked 52 in here. Huh?
Yeah. Denzel Burke.
You know what? I'm thinking about trading back one more time. Just a couple picks. Not too terribly. Maybe 24 Texans.
Wow. So you're gonna double dip.
Yeah, see if they'll give me 52 or not.
No.
No. What about if we give them 100?
Oh, I don't like that. They'll give us 95 and maybe a third next year.
I'm cool with that.
So 2/3.
Yep, that should be perfect. Like I said, there's O-line class. That's our biggest need right now.
Yeah.
There's plenty of O-linemen.
So, you say that. So you pair up Jared Verse and Will Anderson. Oh baby.
Yeah.
Dallas Turner to go pair up with presumably Cam Jordan's last year. JJ McCarthy to the Cardinals. Okay. That's interesting. Leonard Taylor from Miami to Minnesota. Dallas gets him another offensive tackle in J.C. Latham. Graham Barton from Duke now goes to Pittsburgh, who will probably team up with Broderick Jones on that offensive line. So where do you want to go now? You've traded back twice. You've double dipped your chip. Now you got too much dip on your...
scroll down just a little. I want to see who's on the board.
Marius Mims is a good tackle.
That's who I'm thinking. I want to go with Mims. I've seen
Marius Mims.
too much film of Mims.
Yeah.
He is a dog.
So 3 tackles in a row. So let's see who rounded out the top 30. So Edge, Bryson Trice to Miami, Emeka Egbuka to Seattle. So DK, Tyler, Bobo, JSN, now his teammate, and Emeka Egbuka to Seattle. Are they just assembling the greatest wide receiver core in the history of the NFL?
I mean, they might. I mean, Tyler Lockett's like 30.
Yeah, but even if he leaves, that's still a good core to build around.
True. Now,
Yeah.
I could see this. I could see Tyler Lockett go to the Chiefs for maybe a second or third, and that trade could happen, or that draft could happen.
I could see that. Cooper DeJean to San Francisco, so they need DB help. Cameron Kitchens to Jacksonville. Donnie Mitchell, AM from Texas Hook'em Horns to the Baltimore Ravens. Kalen King, a really good Penn State corner, to Detroit. That's actually a good pick for them. Chiefs go wide receiver Xavier Lechette out of South Carolina, and Tyler Nubin, a safety, goes to the Eagles. Now, Patriots take Shador Sanders. That's not going to happen. Shador
No.
and Shiloh will not be in this draft class per Dion. So it is what it is. But we sit here, pick 37, courtesy of those Chicago Bears for that Montez Sweat trade. What do you think of doing, my friend?
I'm going to that Ohio State cornerback, Berkey.
Burks?
I get it. He's should be ranked mid first round of early second.
You might be able to get in
Let me
at
tell you,
40. You could get him at 43, I think.
I want to risk it. I probably might risk it. But let me tell you real quick. I'll give you my spiel on Berkey. Berkey reminds me of Denzel Ward 2.0. You ever seen that hit where he makes him fumble?
Yep.
The receiver fumble. He had the same exact play at Ohio State. But his coverage, his whole play scheme is like the same as Denzel Ward.
Fair.
And I think we need a true elite cornerback.
Fair.
I see you looking at tight ends. I was going to wait a little while for tight end. Let's see here. Scroll down a little. I mean, Johnny Wilson's not too terrible.
Johnny Wilson's like 6'7".
Click Edrin Cooper real quick.
Good kid. Good year this year. Great. And
I was watching a lot of film on this kid. He
6'3".
If we go to like a 3-4 scheme or even a 4-3, he's still going to play well. But he's actually my top linebacker in this draft on a serious note.
I mean, hell, top 20 in coverage stops and in run stops.
Yeah. I'm thinking about drafting him.
You want to run with it?
Heck yeah, we need a linebacker. Jamin Davis is not the solution.
Nope. Here we are at 43.
Now we can get my boy.
Now you get Denzel Burke. Still a little bit of a reach, but it is what it is.
He's projected, they claim, mid-season.
Yeah. And now we get pick 50, courtesy of that Bengals trade you started off with. So what do you want to run here at number 50, my friend?
Ooh, this is going to be hard. I mean, we had one edge rusher already. You know.
There's 2 edge rushers on the board.
Oh, there's a couple edge rushers. You scroll down, there's that tight end from Texas. That's pretty good, too. Another center. Oh, this is going to be hard, bro.
Good receiver. Good running backs.
Mm-hmm. Definitely not. You know.
What are you thinking?
Oh, this is going to be tough. Do we really ship out Charles Leno?
Yep.
No,
we still have Leno. We still have Leno on staff.
Hit Patrick Paul. I've seen only a little film on Patrick Paul.
So decent stats. Only let up 4 sacks in 3 years and 7 hits in 3 years. Great against the pass. Decent again in the run. He's a real pass blocking tackle.
He'd be a perfect left tackle. I'm thinking double.
That's all he's played is left tackle. That's all.
I'm thinking about doubling left tackle, so I think we should get him. Get a left tackle. Have the other one start right tackle.
All right,
there you go. That interior line this year, perfect.
Yeah. So now we wait till the 3rd round, pick 75. That's our own pick. So what are you thinking here at 75?
Iowa tight end.
Iowa tight end. 75. So let's see.
He's not
6'6".
not terrible.
Only played in 3 games this year.
I mean, 3 game. Hold on.
13, 13, 3.
Yeah, never mind about the Iowa tight end.
Yeah.
I've seen this. I didn't know he only played 3. I mean, some of the games I've seen, he played decent. But
Yeah. Hey,
let's see.
Trotter's still on the board.
How about Jack Sawyer? Just click on him. I've seen some film.
Aggressively well. Good in both the pass and the rush. 6'4", 265 out of Ohio State. Mostly plays on that tackle side, a little bit over tack on some of the B gap. He's mostly that outside rush. Same grade. That's not a bad
No, I'm thinking about edge rush here. We need edge rush like terribly.
We do. I really like this Muhammad Kamara kid out of Colorado State. He's a little undersized, but damn good in the pass. Decent in the run. This is a true pass.
You know what? I'm thinking about taking him maybe that early 4th round.
Yeah.
I haven't had much film on that kid. I haven't had much film on some of the lower ones.
Mm-hmm.
But let's look at Trotter real quick.
Jeremiah Trotter.
Yeah.
The son of Jeremiah Trotter Sr. 6 foot 230, damn good years, good in the run, good in the pass.
I think it's time that we get 2 young linebackers. I think Trotter should be the pick on this one.
Alrighty. Jeremiah Trotter, it is.
I don't think safety is a need.
So there goes Jack Sawyer.
Let's check our edge rush boy.
Gabriel
he's still there.
Here at 108. He's also very good. He was 2 inches taller. Still very good. 7 sacks, 2 and 8. Really good too, but he's at 108.
You know what? Let's.
Do you want to go back to offensive line?
I'm looking at that center because I've seen some of the film. I mean, he's not too terrible. But...
6'4", so good size. 230, 310. Damn good size at 22. Good pass, good run. Only allowed 1 sack, 1 hit.
And if I remember correctly, he did start some guard too. If you scroll down,
all center.
No,
all 972 snaps at center in 2022.
You know, center's not bad. I get Lorson center. Maybe let this kid wait another year. Move Strongberg to left guard. Let him and Chris Paul either rotate or fight it out and get Cosme at right guard. I think center should be the pick here.
Cedric Van Pran, welcome to the Commanders.
DC.
Here, pick at 100. You want to go that edge rusher?
Edge rusher. You want to let me? I'm with the Colorado State kid. I like my undersized guys, like Lemon Fletcher. Very undersized.
So you want to reach a bit on Muhammad Kamara?
I mean, we got 2 picks here. What do we got? I think we could reach here.
Alrighty. Muhammad Kamara.
It's not too terrible a reach.
Welcome to the Commanders. Pick 111. What do you think here?
On a serious note, I'm thinking about Spencer Rattler. This might be a little weird. Or Jordan Travis. Hear me out.
6'1". 6'1". I personally like
probably Travis.
I like Jordan Travis a lot more.
Travis reminded me of a lot of maybe a smaller, better armed Cam Newton.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen him run a lot? It's nuts.
I'm a Florida fan, and he kills us every year.
I know, and I'm a Florida State fan.
You son of a bitch. Yeah. 24, 20, 24, 15, 256. Good deep, good pressure, no pressure, okay pressure. You want to reach on Jordan Travis here?
I think Jordan Travis.
Taking a quarterback, it is. And we got one more pick back here, about the 5th. Pick 148. What do you like, Mr. Blount?
How about we check this Florida State tight end? I've only seen a little film. Like I said, I've gotten the first 2 rounds.
Jamin Bell. So 6'3", 239.
70's not terrible for 4th round or 5th round.
About a 70-ish grade. Good amount of games, good amount of snaps. Good targets to reception ratio. Not terrible.
No, that's not bad for 5th round.
No. What's Cade Stover looking like? 6'4", a little bit better, a little bit of yards per run, better contested, better receiving. This is your receiving threat. This wouldn't be a pass block or a run block. This would be a true receiving threat.
And that's what we lack right now. I get Logan Thomas's age, but he lost a little.
Mm-hmm. 9 touchdowns in 2 years, just under 1,000 yards.
I think Stouffer should be the pick here.
Cade Stover.
Yes, sir.
Another Buckeye. 2 Washington. We love our Bama and Buckeye boys, don't we?
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, now let's see what his grade is.
Great. I guarantee that Jordan Travis will be a C- to D+.
I don't care.
All right, so both draft, go back to get a B+, so we get an additional 2nd, 3rd, and 4th next year. You get, so far, B's. B for Mims, B- for Cooper, B- for Burke, A- on Paul. So far, so good. Here we go.
I don't care. Oh, I don't care. They probably want to screw me over with the sweat and but
C-, D, but then A on Stover.
Wow.
Damn
A-,
good.
damn.
So
but I mean, before you advance it, let's look at the roster, right? You start Mims at right tackle.
Yep.
You move Edrin Cooper to that Sam or Mike linebacker spot. Berkey would probably rotate at starting corner.
Yep.
Patrick Paul would be your star left tackle, which I'm telling you right now, this O-line, they're really, really good pass blockers.
Yeah.
A lot of them tackles. Jeremiah Trotter's another good linebacker. He'd be in the mix for rotating. Van Pran, that man could start center. Left tackle or left guard would be rotated between Chris Paul and Strongberg.
Yep.
With the right guard going to be Cosme. So that O-line right there is fixed. Do you not see that? That O-line is fixed. I call that fixed.
It's nice and young.
It's nice and young. Like, these boys have time to adjust, and that's something we have to do this draft. Edge rusher, I feel better about the edge rush. Kamara is definitely a good pass rusher, a decent run game. Jordan Travis, I'm sit there and groom in case if something happened. How? Hopefully it never does, but you never know. And then Stauffer's going to be the tight end threat that we don't have for receiving.
Yeah, I like it. Whole first round, that's what you guys see. So Williams, May, Harrison, that's going to be an interchangeable 1, 2, 3. After that, it's, battle of the receivers, battle of the QBs, battles of the tackles, battle of the corners. I mean, there's like a safety or 2 thrown in here, but quarter, receiver, tackle, edge, tackle, quarter, receiver, tight end, edge, D end or D tackle, quarter, tackle, receiver, corner, receiver, edge, quarterback, D tackle, tackle, edge, receiver, corner, safety, receiver, corner, receiver, safety. You can kind of tell what the good picks are here. And that, I like that.
Good recording.
Yeah. Damn good mock draft. Us roasting Jack Del Rio, Ron Rivera, this god awful, piss poor, mediocre, just defense.
Hey, remember, if Dan Snyder were here, he'd sit there and say, we have a damn good culture.
We don't. We
No,
don't.
It sucks.
Dan Campbell's turned around Detroit to be what? They're 6-3, 7-3, whatever. D'Amico Ryans turned over Houston in his rookie season as head coach. They're 5-4 right now. He's looking damn good.
with the Vikings with Brian Flores as DC.
as
They're
DC.
doing their defense is pretty good,
Hell, they're
even
winning
with
games.
no secondary.
No secondary. They're winning games without Justin Jefferson, and they just won without Josh Dobbs or without Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, it's called good coaching. Something we haven't had in a while.
Yeah. Yeah. But this team just infuriates me every week. We should have beat New York. Got beat. We should have beat Chicago. Got our asses handed to us. And I'm sick of it.
I'm sick of it too. And something has to happen. Change is needed. I think the owners know it. I don't think they're going to fire on. I think it's going to be hush hush. Look, you're either resigning or we're firing you.
Yep.
Jack will be the one who gets terminated for good.
Yeah.
My honest opinion, EB, you cannot ruin the EB and Sam Howell.
No.
You can't ruin that relationship. You have to make him head coach, whether you like it or not. You can still call shots on owner and tell him how it is. And at least this year, if EB is head coach for next year, talent's coming in and out. And somebody's actually going to work. He's going to make these kids work. It's not going to be, we'll be Jay Gruden, walk through the walkthroughs. We'll be Ron Rivera, and my Magic are just good enough how they are. It's not how it works at all.
Nope. And hopefully, with that, we can just win more. Like I said, I see us going 7-10 at the most realistic.
Huh?
What'd you say?
Oh, were you talking? Dude, my whole screen just like froze.
Oh no, you're good. Now I was saying is 7-10 to me our most realistic way of ending the season is 7-10.
Oh my god, yeah. And like you could tell these players are frustrated. They're not playing like they should on defensive side. Jack and Chase Young and Sweat, that relationship was never good. That's why the reports of Young not listening to Jack and doing his own thing, and Sweat just half-assing everything. They just wanted out of there. You see what Sweat's got paid?
A shit ton for how many QB pressures a game.
Yeah, and for not sacks. He's never had a 2-digit sack year.
Nope.
Double-digit, never happened.
Nope.
Gotta be a record. Gotta be a record. I mean, Brian Burns, he should get that money soon.
Josh Allen get that money soon.
So, yeah, they've had double-digit sack years.
Yeah.
They're going to have a hell of an amount of money.
But Bears paid Sweat. We traded Chase. It is what it is.
Yeah, well, let's see who we traded them for in this year's draft.
Yeah. It is what it is. But guys, don't forget to hit like and subscribe here on the channel. Head over to Instagram, TikTok, and here on YouTube. Don't like, subscribe, go follow us all over there. Week 10 reactions are in the books. Just frustration and how Justin would rebuild our Washington Commanders through the draft. Got some tackles, it's an edge rusher, a corner, a tight end, and a quarterback. We got a little bit of spice on the roster. But anything else you want to add, Justin?
No, I think that's it. Just like grab the list, and hopefully we'll see you sometime. Do you have any video suggestions? If you want to be in one of our videos at some point, just send us a message. We're always here.
Yeah. DM us on Instagram, DM us on TikTok, or comment down below in the comment section. Let us know what you want to see. We've got some heat coming up in the next few weeks and towards the end of the season. So if you guys just like, subscribe, and comment and tell us what you want to see, and you guys stay focused and stay with us. We got amazing heat coming your way. But these Commanders infuriate us. We are now 4-6 going into Giants week round 2. Battle in DC. Let's just hope we win. But for right now, don't forget to stay ballin'. We'll see y'all out there.